Me Are Mental says, what systems are an option? Oh, specifically the N64. Oh, I see. What systems for me to Let's Play, because I had to stop the Let's Request because so many games were not working for me, and it was just, I hated to disappoint, my subscribers and people who just randomly request. So specifically the N64, I have one game in mind that I think would make for a good LP. It would segment well into 12 to 14 episodes. I couldn't get the N64 version to work properly on an emulator though. The PS1 version did work, but had some unexpected changes I didn't like. Well, dude, you gotta tell me what the game is, man, or I can't give you nothing. I mean, if you tell me what it is, maybe I can get it, try it out, see if it works, and then I would be able to give you a better concrete answer. So yeah, hit me up with that. Put it in the comment section of this video, actually, and I'll be able to better understand what you mean. But refresh my memory in case I don't feel like watching me ramble on. So yeah, okay, Final Limits 1 says, Q&A questions. Have you ever had long hair when you were younger? Oh yeah, it went down. And I had a rat tail in the early 90s, because that was the cool thing, having a rat tail in the 90s. But yeah, man, there's pictures of me where it just goes way down, like hitting, maybe not the middle of my back, but a little higher up. Yeah, like I had mad long hair and I loved it. And well, I would just pretty much just comb it back, just everything going back. Of course, I had a little more hair right here. Maybe more like this. Not so much. Look at that. There's like a little shine right here now. That's awful. But yes, I did have long hair. Have you ever been arrested? No, but that brings up an interesting story about when I was stopped by the cops. I was coming home from, I think I was living in Brantford at the time, and I hadn't shaved in a while, so I kind of had this scruff action going on, except for some reason it was a little like higher up here, like this area was a little scruffy too, so I was looking a little haggard because I'd stayed over at a friend's for like a week. And I had my suitcase with me, and I just got off of the Greyhound bus, and it was like midnight. So I was carrying this big bag, or this big suitcase of clothes with me, and all the buses had stopped. But I knew my way home by walking, and it took maybe 20 minutes to walk home from the bus station at that point. And as I was walking home, like I had this big trench coat on, haggard face. Giant suitcase, and yeah, I think it was maybe the fall, so that's why they had the trench coat. And this cop car slowly pulls up, rolls down its window, and there's a guy, a male cop and a female cop. I don't know why that matters, but the guy says, "Hey, buddy, where are you going tonight?" And I said, home." And he said, "Oh yeah, where's home for you?" I told him my address, and he said, "Oh yeah, what's your name?" And I said my name, and he looked up on his, he had a computer inside the cop car. This was like in the early 2000s, or early to mid, like 2003, 2004. And so, he looked up, I guess, my information, and he said, and this took a while, like maybe 10 minutes of me just standing there, and I said, during the 10 minutes, I said, "Is everything okay?" And he said, yeah, just looking something up. And I said, "Can I go?" And he said, No, just hold on a sec." And I just stood there very awkwardly, waiting, thinking, "Oh, geez, what are they doing? Am I busted for something I have no idea that I did? Like, did I jaywalk and not even realize? There's no cars on the road. It's so late at night." But he said, he typed up on his typey thing, and he said, "All right, just watch yourself out there this evening." I said, "Okay, thanks," and I just kind of skulked off. So yeah, that was a weird situation for sure. So I have no idea what that was about. Maybe he thought I was homeless, or I was looking pretty sketch. But in any case, I was just glad it was over when it was over. Next, have you ever been arrested? Thoughts on that crazy bitch Amanda Bynes? She, I don't know, drives her car into things and calling people ugly on her Twitter, and I don't know. She's spiraling out of control, and I don't know if she's maybe, if this is legit or if she's playing us, if she's just pretending to be crazy, which does not, as weird as it sounds, it does not help her case, whatever this case may be, just to say you're pretending, because either way, you're doing crazy things, whether you're actually crazy or not. So, I don't know, she needs to seek help or seek someone, or, I don't know, that whole thing where she was, where the cops busted in on her and she like had a bong and threw the bong out the window and said it was a vase or vase, and the thing could have hit somebody. I don't know. It's so weird. She's just weird, okay? She's a celebrity and she's weird. There you go. Thoughts on when Britney Spears went mental and shaved her head bald in 2007? She's a celebrity, and sometimes the paparazzi can get to you, and the fame and fortune, I don't know, can either explode your head or, in Britney's case, implode your head all the way to slap head baldness. But, she recovered, and now she's working in Vegas, or she has that crappy song that's going to be in the Smurfs 2 movie, so, I don't know, she bounced back, so good for her. Good for her. What was the best dream you ever had? And what was the worst dream you ever had? I had this dream that my brother, when I was very young and he was younger, I looked in on his crib. So yeah, this is how young he was. And the shadow that was emitting from him was not his own shadow. It was the shadow of a giant spider. And it was kind of moving like... And I don't know, ever since then, just been a little spooked by spiders. Of course, my spookedness has increased over the years just because spiders are horrible. But that was kind of like the beginning point of me second guessing how I feel about spiders. And so that was a pretty bad dream. And best dream I ever had, I don't know, I probably don't remember it. Wait, on my blog, I think it's blinderror.blogspot.com. I think blind error, ERROR, yes. I think I might have posted my year 3000 dream, or maybe it was somewhere else. God, jeez, I can't remember anymore. There's so many of those blogs. Oh, my eyes. Hold on. Boy, I don't know, but I had this weird dream that it was the year 3000 and cats ruled the world, even though cats are nowhere to be seen in this dream, and all the buildings are twisted and really low to the ground for cats' benefits, and David Spade was there for some reason. It was a really weird, crazy mixed-up dream, but the moment I woke up, I had pen and paper, and I wrote it all down, everything I could remember, and luckily... I left in a lot of good details of just how bizarre and strange the dream was. I don't know if you can find it on the internet somehow. ArmagideonTime, year 3000 dream. More power to you, because I don't feel like looking for it. What are your thoughts on Street Fighter Cross Tekken? I don't really care for it. I never liked the Tekken games. Tekken games are for people who like to hit one button and win. I think it's dumb. And Street Fighter's pretty cool, I guess, but the marriage of the two, kind of weird to put those two things into bed with each other. Ugh. But I don't know, I don't think I'm ever gonna play the game, so if that's what you want to hear, whether I'm gonna play it or not, I'm not gonna play it unless I'm over at someone's house and they're like, hey, you want to play this game? And I don't know, I wouldn't say no, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to play it. Code Ouch. Oh, my brother. Did you get those sunglasses from Joe Carter? For no one has worn that style since 1993. Catch the taste. Am I right? Oh, sometimes I feel old. But you know, in the last video, the Q&A questions section where you got the video where you posted all your questions for this, I was wearing sunglasses because my eyes were feeling a little sore. They're still sore, but they're not as sore right now, which is why I'm not sporting sunglasses at midnight. It's midnight when I'm recording this. And actually, after this... No, I'll mention that at the end. But, no, I just got the sunglasses from Walmart. You know, Walmart sunglasses. What do you expect? Let's see. Tim Fife says, my first question is, have you ever got yourself in trouble where you just had to run away from and you didn't know what to say? Yes. It was when I was... This is so stupid and very high school. It was in high school, but it was a little more immature than what I really should have done. I was dating this girl, and she was really getting on my nerves, and she asked me to come see her or something like that, and I decided to write a poem for her to commemorate my true feelings for her at that point. And I gave her this, I wrote it down on this little notepad thing, folded it up, and we hung out for a bit. I was a little standoffish, so childish and immature, even for high school. And at the end, you know, she's like, well, I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. And I said, yeah. And I handed her this, and I said, I wrote you a poem, and I hope you like it. And I gave it to her, and at that point, she started opening up and was going to read it. And I turned around, and I literally went, and ran away. Like just a little frightened boy. Just, and what did it say on the poem? I still remember it to this day. It said, roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, you're a bitch. Boom! Yep, that was my poem telling abilities back then. Well, actually, in grade 8 there was a poem writing contest, and I thought, I can do this. I'll just write some really sad stuff that doesn't rhyme. And I wasn't actually that much of a sad kid. Well, I was an angry kid, but not sad. But I made it so sorrowful and just, you know, put lots of, you know, like teardrops from the moon, crescent slowly filling the vase of blue tendrils. You know, just nonsense. And I got second place, which is exactly what I wanted, because first place was any book you wanted in Braille. I can't read Braille, so that would be useless to me. Second place was a $20 gift certificate to a record store. So awesome me. But there you go. And the poem was pretty funny to my then afterwards ex-girlfriend. And Tim Fife also says, I request that you do an LP on this game while drunk. Breath of Fire. Never played through Breath of Fire. I don't think I'd be comfortable with doing a drunk LP blind. Like playing through a game that I'd never played before while drunk. It would take me too long. It would take me too many drinks. And I would have to be drunk for too long. So that unfortunately will probably have to go in the no pile. But it's an interesting suggestion. I will say it is an interesting one. It does, you know, fire up some ideas in my head. I won't say what, but it does give me some interesting ideas. So thank you for at least, you know, helping me brainstorm something for the future. Maybe not the near future, but the foreseeable future.